So previously in part 3 we saw how to solve for the upper visit of which is yellow color for the time being, how to form a plus. Typically your Rubik's cube might look like this. A plus will be formed in the top visit. It might be even more. Yellow can be over here, over here, over here, over here as well. But the requirement is you need to have a plus. Now typically in this video we will be solving for the upper visit the whole yellow color. Okay, but the thing is, this is the most crucial part. There is two algorithms you might need to use. Yeah, I told two, so you have to memorize two, and there can be multiple cases. Your plus always might not be like this. Your yellow squares might not be in always this position. It might be here, it might be here, so it matters. So as a matter of fact, you need to memorize two algorithms at the same time. Previously for every steps we memorized only one. So for this one, first of all, the first algorithm which we need to memorize, that's you have to first put it down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up. This is the first algorithm which you need to memorize for solving the upper visit. Let me repeat. Down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up. It's already solved, but don't worry, it's always not that easy. Sometimes you might need to use the second algorithm as well. So typically, let me show you another case. So now let's say it's a different scenario. First of all, in the previous scenario we had yellow square over here and here, but we did not have any yellow square right here. This time we have it. Now basically that's not our headache right now. Now we will look forward for the second algorithm that we require for this upper visit solving. The second algorithm looks like this. First of all, twist it right, up, right, right, down, right, and then up, right, and then down. This is the basic algorithm. I repeat the same algorithm once again. That's right, up, right, right, down, right, up, right, down. This is the algorithm, the second algorithm basically. Now let's look at this case. We have three unsolved blocks and we have three blocks on three different sides, but the good news is it's adjacent. Let's see, this yellow is adjacent to the black vacant spot. This red is also vacant, it's also adjacent to the yellow spot. This vacant is also adjacent to the yellow spot or the block, you can see. So basically for this type of situation, you always need to make sure there is no yellow on top of the blue face. Okay, so basically typically you will have one on top of red, one square on top of green, and one square on top of orange, the yellow squares basically, and that's the top right corner. In this case, if we use the algorithm 6 one time, it's more than enough and our cube will be solved. Let's see how. So if we use algorithm 6, which is basically algorithm 1 as I told earlier, it's down, left, left, up, left, down, left, and up. You see, the upper face will be solved. This is just one case. Let me show you another one. Look at this case. Looks pretty familiar like the previous one, but there is a little bit twist. Over here you can see the yellow is adjacent to the vacant space over here. Yellow is adjacent to the vacant space and also same over here. But the thing, previously this yellow spot was on the top right corner and we used algorithm 1 just one time. But now the case is a little bit different. It's not on the top right corner, it's on the top left corner. In this type of situations, we have to use the algorithm 1 and then we have to use the algorithm 2 that I told earlier. First of all, algorithm 1 looks like this. Down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up. After doing like this, you have to use algorithm 2, which was right, up, right, right, down, right, up, right, down. Okay, so After this, we will have a case like this. One over here and one over here adjacent to the vacant spaces. But still, we are not done yet. We have to bring these two over here. So typically in this type of situation, we have to use the second algorithm once again, and then we have to perform two moves, and then we have to use algorithm 6. So first of all, let's do algorithm 7. Right, up, right, right, down, right, up, right, down. After this, you have to turn the cube 2 times towards the right. 1, 2. Now you will see that the case is familiar to the first one. How? See? A yellow on top right corner of red, yellow on top right corner of green, and also top right corner of yellow. In this type of case, you know what to do. You have to use the first algorithm only one time. Down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up, and the upper piece set will be solved. It's a little bit critical, it's a little bit tough because it has a lot of conditions. There's more conditions as you can see forward. Let's take a look at this case. Looks familiar, right? We saw this pattern before, but no, it's not the same. Previously, 2 square of yellow were over here. It was actually with adjacent to the blue one, so it was over here and here. But now the case is altered. One yellow is over here, one yellow is over here. In this type of situation, typically you have to use the algorithm 2 at first and then the first algorithm. But then again, there is one terms and conditions. Previously, we kept the blue facet empty. Now we will have the yellow right here. The yellow spot needs to be on top of blue. Okay? So let's use the second algorithm, which was right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down. This one. And then you will see the same pattern once again. Top right, top right, top right. You know what to do. You have to use algorithm 6 one time. Down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up. The upper piece set is solved. There can be other cases as well. Let's look at this case. We have a plus on top. We have 2 yellows on this side and this side, but we also have a yellow on this side. These are the 3 things we need to observe. 1, yellow will be on top right corner of red, and the other 2 will be on the top 2 corners of blue. In this case, we have to use the first algorithm once, and then we have to turn the facet in this manner. This is called U prime, and then we have to use algorithm 2. Let's begin. First of all, algorithm 1, down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up. Then, as I told before, it's a U prime. You have to twist it like this. Then we have to use the algorithm 2. Right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down. After solving this in this manner, you will see one familiar scenario you are already familiar with. That is basically, you will see yellow on top left of red, green, top left of green, another yellow, and top left of orange, another yellow. And in this type of case, you know what to do. First of all, use algorithm 1 and then algorithm 2. Down, left, left, up, left, down, left, up, and then algorithm 2, which is right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down. After this, we will have this same scenario which we had previously, and in this case we have to use algorithm 2 at first, and then we have to use algorithm 1. Let's use right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down. And then we have to twist 2 times this side, U prime basically. And then in this scenario, you can see there's 2 vacant spaces over here, and yeah, obviously the yellow spots will be adjacent to it. So in this type of cases, you always need to make sure that there is no yellow on top of blue face. There shall be one on top right corner of red, and there shall be one on top right corner of green in this type of scenario. And then we have to use algorithm 1 at first and then the second algorithm, which is basically algorithm 1 at first, left left, up left, down left, up, and then we have to use the second algorithm, which is right up, right, down, right, up, right, down. You see, it will be solved. So these are the typical situations you will face, and yeah, these are the problems only. In the next step, we will show how to solve the whole cube. For the timing, stay safe. And there is also one other scenario where there is only a plus formed. These 4 spaces will be vacant. There will be 2 yellow blocks over here, here, and the opposite side of blue, which is or green, there will be 1 yellow over here and here. That was the very first case basically, where we used the algorithm 1 twice, where I wanted to introduce you to algorithm 1 and the cube was solved. Basically that type of scenario when there is 2 yellow over here, here, and all other 2 over here and here, the opposite side of blue basically, and there is only a plus formed on top visit, you have to use the first algorithm twice only, and that's how the cube of upper facet will be solved.